treating a number of issues since we began. Yesterday we talked about financing options, where we talk about loan, we talk about service method, and we talk about how to finance our businesses. We talked about different bank accounts, different banking products. We talked about our obligation, knowing the terms and conditions of loans, and also how we can seek advice from our friends, our relatives before we take loan. Means to which you make payments and means through which payment can be made to you. Understand means of payment and use them safely. How do we ensure that the means of payment we are using, we use them safely? This session will expose us to understand the means of payment, different means of payment, to understand the advantages and disadvantages, and the situation in which each means of payment can be used. There are different means of payment, but it's not in all situations you can use them. We also need to understand the advantages and disadvantages of this means of payment. This section too will also enable us to describe the characteristics of card payment. Today, everybody is using cards. Bank cards, ATM cards. We need to understand their characteristics. The different payment, credit cards, cash cards, debit cards. We will understand them through this section. And also to understand how e-wallet. Have you heard of e-wallet? Yes. We will need to understand how e-wallet works. And also to understand the risk that are linked to these payment methods. If you are using a bank card, there are certain risks. If you are using electronic payment, there are risks. Even if you are using e-wallet, there are risks. Even if you are using cash payment, there are risks. So in the course of this section, we will be able to look at all of this. Yes, there are different types of payments. What are those types of payment means?
Deduction from salary.
Yes, direct deductions, yes.
Money order, postal order.
One person, pay by barter, yes. In your training guide, you look at, start from page 78. So we try to identify the different payment means. We talk of cash, we talk of bank cards, but there are some you have not mentioned. Hello? Payment via internet? Yes. You say what? E-commerce? Yes.
Wallet payment.
Wallet payment, payment via your mobile phone. Don't you use your mobile phone to make payment? These are all means of payment. Listed here. We talk of cash, bank card, payment via internet, bank transfer and direct debits, checks. You didn't mention electronic mandate. There's payment through electronic mandate. Who understand what payment through electronic mandate is? You say what?
Setting the standing order of payment on your electronic.
Setting the standards, giving an instruction either through email or through internet communication without necessarily visiting the bank to sign a check or order payment. You give electronic instruction. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All of these are types of payment. Payment via mobile phone and battery. Who can explain what battery is? Battery. Madam, you said battery today.
Is it the same thing?
One person at a time, please. No, we said there should be no porous answer. Yes.
Trade by barter is an exchange of goods that are of equivalent value. No, not to the one. It's good exchange of goods by goods that have equivalent value.
Yes. Trade by barter is when you give an item for an item. It doesn't require cash transfer. I give you this pen, you give me something in return. All of these are means of payment. Now that we have been able to identify each of these means of payment, the question is, which means of payment has advantages more and disadvantages? We shall be examining the advantages and disadvantages of each of these payment methods. And in this, we will be going into groups. We will take 4 groups and look at those various payment means we have identified. Advantage and disadvantage. And use. Which one do you use? How often do you use? Am I making a point?
Yes, sir.
The idea is that we want to ascertain your understanding of this payment means and how often you use them. And remember, we have always been saying that when anything you look at the advantage and disadvantages, that is to enable you to choose a more secure and safe way. If you want to use a banking product, as we have said earlier, you have to look at the advantage of that product you want to use and disadvantages. If the disadvantages outweigh the advantages, do you adopt it? No. Do you adopt it?
No.
So that is what you do now. You go into group, we maintain our normal 4 groups. Look at, first, start with cash payment. What are the advantages of cash payment? And what are the disadvantages of cash payment? And how often do you use it? And what is it used for? Then that is what we are going into now. And excuse me, next thing, I'm still talking. You will take 10 minutes to discuss within yourself, then we will get one presenter of each group. Is that okay?
Yes.
We should take one out of the time.
4 groups now.
Each of
Each group.
the payment means. You will take cash, take check, take bank card, all of them that we have mentioned. Am I making a point? Deal with them one by one. You can be guided by them on the flip chart. Cash, bank card, payment via internet, bank transfer and direct debit, check, electronic money, payment via mobile phone and battery. Maybe you are not clear, please draw my attention to it. I'm available to assist and guide you. To cite situations that each is best suited to be used.
Okay. You don't need to go to the bank before you can make the payment.
Card. What situation is best to use check? What situation is best to use electronic transfer? So where you perform your responsibility.
Not easy to get. Provide market for primary products. Market for primary
Do you need more time? Like how many minutes?
5.
No, 5 minutes. 5 minutes now for everybody. I'm giving you another 5 minutes to round up your exercise. 3. Try and use the remaining minutes to round up.
Okay, convenience.
Disadvantages of
payment via mobile
To present. Okay. One or two member will come and support him.
Okay. Madam? The first one is cash. We discussed that it's readily available under advantage. It is stress-free. There's no extra charges. And then you can settle. I mean cash. So it is advantage because there is no record, at times there is no record to get the receipts. And it will be stolen, theft. So that's part of the disadvantage of cash, using cash. So we go to bank card. Bank card is very convenient to use, safe, fast transaction. So under disadvantage, we realize that it's very risky. At times it will be stolen. And there's always bank charges. No bank. You don't deduct your money anyhow. So we for something. So under internet again, as you know that is what most people use now. It's very convenient. The speed is very high. Record keeping is there. You can access it in case of any argument. You can come back and say, yes, I sent this before. It's very accessible. And then the person is other nobody like
Listening to somebody presenting.
business and people like that, go to banks, they can't use cash. So they depend most of the time on check. So they save for large amounts. There's also proof for payment. Security and safety is alright. Under disadvantage, at times it's very slow. For clearance, it will take like 48 hours or 3 days to mature. And then at times the check can bounce back. And there's also high fraud risk. No only people can change your situation to obtain your money. So we go to battery. Battery is very good in those days. There's zero transaction fee. No bank will deduct your money. So, and there's no need for internet. It also builds community trust. So under disadvantage, it is hard to find fair value at times. That is the way we are exchanging. I want to exchange my sandal, my slippers for phone. So you don't get exact value for it at times. That is one of the major problems of value. There is double coincidence of funds. For instance, I need food now, and you said you can only give me bio, and at that point in time, what I need is food. So that's one of the major problems again, and then there's no record. And then in case when you don't find people to exchange that item, it is very perishable. That will spare room for the seller. Under electronics mandate, it's very convenient to save time, there's security for it, good record keeping. You can share your receipt also, but there's risk of fraud. Hacker behind the scene. It requires internet networking at times, and there's also bank charges. So we go to number 7, payment via mobile phone. It is super fast. No bank account required. It is safe. Good for small and big and small business, and switch vendor. But under disadvantage, there's network issue again here, and hacker is by the way too. It can't send big money. Company can't send big money. It's not acceptable in all business. So the last one, which is the bank transfer, is also safe, fast, and good record.
And definitely, you know, in bank transfer.
Did they do well?
Yes.
Let's appreciate them. In a special way, in a
For you.
thank you. Take your seat.
Yes.
Cash, the advantage of using cash. One, instant payment. It encourages instant payment. It's easy to spend. No charges is incurred. It's widely acceptable. And it is universal. And good for small transactions. So the disadvantage is security and the theft. Each transaction is impaired. Then wasteful spending. It encourages wasteful spending. Then you can get contagious through the use of cash. Then tendency to overspend. So on trade by barter, the advantage of trade by barter is that it makes transaction easier. It encourages cashless economy. Then it provides market for primary products. And lastly, farmers are fairly treated. Then the disadvantages of trade by barter is it is not easy to get a partner to exchange your items with. Then two, those items can be spoiled in the course of securing a partner. Then three, theft. If your items are left in a place while waiting for a partner to exchange it with, it can be stolen before you come back. Then the use of check. The advantages. Large sums of money can be moved. So it encourages huge transactions. So no need of cash. So it encourages cashless economy. Then cash is handy. Check is handy. You can hold a packet of check so to do many transactions. Then the disadvantage is that it can be damaged. It is usually it can expire. So when it expires, the bank should not honor that check. So your check can be forged through signatures. Then it can also get lost. It's easier to get lost. Then it also encourages transactions. It is not easy for illiterates to operate transactions with a check. So that might deny them most of their rights. Then electronic transfer. It is easier and simple. Then it encourages huge transactions. Then it is internationally acceptable. The disadvantage is just their problem is network and it can be hacked.
Do well?
Yes.
But before we clap for them, I had cashless economy. Please, can you put more light on what you mean by it encourages cashless economy?
The use of check and electronic transfer.
Please.
The use of check and electronic transfer, the advantage. It means that as government, we have different types of government and different policies. The newest policy about transaction in town now is the reduction in the usage of cash because of the security that it entails and the risk that is involved in carrying cash all around. So the government now said, okay, let us reduce the amount of cash in the economy. So let us encourage the use of internet and the use of modern means of doing business. That's
so
why
it's simply about reducing handling of raw cash. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Why is it that does that policy come in place? Who can tell me?
One, the amount of money used in printing the notes is too much.
Cost of handling cash.
And people abuse the usage of cash.
Thank you very much. So let's appreciate it. Don't close the board. Stay by the side so that people see.
Cash payment is a transaction where physical transaction can give out money and funds used to exchange the services.
Please, one house, complete.
When you hand over a cash at the store, you pay a service provider physical money, you are making a cash payment. Advantages of cash. Cash management is that it's essential to business success and future planning. Second one, no transaction fees. The third one is no debts and disadvantages. Security risk, inconvenient for large amounts, no transaction record, limited acceptance once on the bank, and for the bank. And the use of bank. A bank card is a plastic card linked to your bank account. Tinted card, ATM card, used for payment. And for the bank account, no debt, easy to purchase anything you want, no application necessary. No application necessary.
Okay.
Now for disadvantages, security risk, transaction limited fees.
Thank you. Did they do well?
Yes.
Let's appreciate them.
Different payment methods, and we have to speak to one. We are speaking to cash. Cash doesn't require network before you use cash to make payment. Disadvantage is high. It's risk. It's very highly risk when it comes to robbery. Fire outbreak can happen, and it cause the cash to go burnt by fire. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate them. Thank you very much. Comrades, now let's appreciate ourselves. Payment must be made by the amount we have in our account, or the cash we have, or in our wallet, or in our e-account. Is it not? Yes. And these payments are made through different payment measures. You have given the whole explanation around cash. Some say cash are simple to use. They are widely accepted. Because nobody will say, let me go and verify account, or let me wait to receive alert if you make payment with cash. Is it not? Yes. That is one advantage, because you easily pay and then it is immediate. Here the risk is around, we talk about risk around theft, loss, no remedy in the event of theft or loss. Bank, you cannot withdraw more than 20,000, some 500,000 if you are a corporate body, individual maybe 100,000, and all of that. That is one of the disadvantages. And we say that cash is used for everyday purchase. Everyday purchase. Not every time you go to the bank to do it, transfer or sign check. But you need cash to do some minor daily purchase. We also talk of check. Check are often free of charges in the account management. Sometimes when you issue check, they may not deduct all the COT, electronic teller, this thing, ATM and all of that, which they deduct if you are going to use card. They are still widely accepted by individuals and retailers. You can still use check to purchase so many things, but you need to keep a careful record of payment made by check, so that you don't just issue check, you don't know that you don't even have money in your account again. That is one of the disadvantages. Also, difficult, if not possible, to use abroad. If you travel out of Nigeria, you may not be able to use your check there. Is it not? Yes. But you can do electronic transfer. Even if you are in America, you can still use your app to send money. Yes. Sometimes if you have bank cards that are adaptable, you can even use your bank cards while you are there. If you carry your cash, you can use, but check, you may not be able to use it. Also, you need to be able to write, to be able to use a check. To use a check, you must be able to write, because you must fill out the amount in the check. But those who cannot write can withdraw cash and use to purchase whatever they want to purchase. That is another disadvantage. Then we talk about bank cards. Sometimes people say they are more secure for security reasons. Nobody will thief your money. If they thief your card, you can easily contact your bank to say block it. It's not as porous as you carry cash. Leave a tree of place and amount of transaction. It can also let you trace any transaction you make. It can also help you become disciplined on how you spend. Like you are carrying cash, you can easily spend. Then it is possible to make purchases that involve large sum. You can use your card to do purchase of large sum, even if you don't have cash with you. Then the disadvantage is that sometimes you forget it, you lose it easily if you don't manage it well. You can even use it to make purchase and forget it where you use it to make purchase. It can also not be used everywhere, but depends on those who have the terminals that can receive your card. I've seen somebody who buy fuel and the terminal refused to accept the card. And the person is going to be in crisis.
Stranded.
But if you have cash, you can easily carry your cash or you just do transfer. Then also for making everyday payment involving significant amount, you can also be tempted when you carry bank card to overspend. At every little thing, you bring out your card. As a matter of fact, ATM makes me spend more than when I don't use card. So these are some of the disadvantages and advantages. We talked about bank transfer. Bank transfer, you avoid the risk of late payment and forgetting to make payment. At a glance, anywhere you are, you can easily carry your phone and do bank transfer. Is it not? Yes. So in that case, once you are doing something, the idea of, oh, I forgot to pay, may not be there. Even in your bedroom, and most times, anytime. That is one of the advantages. Anytime. You don't need to carry your card to go and look for ATM machine. You just carry your phone, or anywhere you can access internet to do your transfer. I know that there are charges, maybe if it's your bank to your bank, there may be no charge. But the risk of forgetting when managing one's budget. You know, we talked about budget. Now we are now linking budget to our payment needs. You may not know that you are overspending more than you have budgeted. As far as it's transfer, you understand what I'm saying? So that is one of the major disadvantages of bank transfer. you risk forgetting that you are above your budget. And then also risk of not tracking your expenditure. Because we know we talked about income and expenditure tracking. You may risk not tracking your expenditure. You may not even remember that you have used transfer money maybe at a very later date. All of this. We also talk of payment via internet. Payment via internet need to go everywhere or carry cash. You don't need to go anywhere with cash. You can easily or carry cash because once you can just anywhere you have access to internet, you can make payment. You can just type on your phone. Even if you don't have an account, as far as you have the phone number, you can decide your place. So these are the different cards. We have looked at the advantages and we have looked at their disadvantages. So if I am to ask you which payment means or which means of payment you adopt, definitely the answers will be different from each other. Is it not?
Yes.
We will not go the same way because what is advantageous to you will be disadvantageous to the other person. But the essence of this session is that it enables us to know the different means of payment, their advantages and disadvantages. Is it?
Yes.
Thank you very much. But we are talking about cards. Since. Where is it?
It's a specialized financial instrument used in transactions in commerce and trade.
Okay. Specialized financial instrument.
Bank card is a plastic card issued by a bank that allow to make transactions.
It's a plastic issue.
Bank cards can be of different kinds. Depends on the intention of the customer. It can be a credit card, but it can be a card used in making withdrawals from your accounts.
Yes.
Cards, bank cards are instruments issued by financial institutions to make transactions.
Yes. Yes, they are instruments issued by financial institutions to make transactions. Some people say they are plastic cards issued by the bank. Yes. Is this not a plastic card?
Yes.
Issued by my office as my ID card? Right? Can I use it to withdraw money?
No.
Is this not a plastic card issued by UBA? Can I use it to withdraw money? Why? Because this has a chip. This is what made me use it to withdraw money. This chip here. Yes, somebody will say it's a specialized, yes, but the key word is they are plastic cards with chips issued by banks that will enable you to make banking transactions. Some with charges, some without charges. If I use it maybe UBA to UBA, and there will be no charge. But if I use it UBA to another bank ATM, there will be charges. So that is what is a bank card. Do we understand now? That bank cards are plastic cards incorporating a chip used by the bank for banking transactions. And they varies. There are different types of bank cards. That is, you see debit card, you see credit card. They are both bank cards. We know what is a bank card now, right?
Yes.
What is a debit card?
When money is deducted directly from your bank.
When money is deducted directly from your bank.
A card issued by a financial institution that has a chip that enables you to make a withdrawal from your account via ATM or any other payment point.
Can serve as a cash card. They can use their same purpose.
A card issued by a financial institution for you to make withdrawals of your money and as well to make transactions.
Yes.
A bank lend you money.
That is credit, but we are talking about a credit card.
A credit card is a bank instrument that has money with it that you can transact with it.
It's a card funded by financial.
Credit cards are cards issued by bank to give customers as loan.
To pay bills.
Okay.
Credit card is usually a card that has a chip that is a currency is already funded by your bank. So there's money in it just for you.
Well, yes, appreciate yourselves. Let's look at in your training manual guide. Then let's go back to our friends, Sholakwe and Akofia. Let me read out. It is the end of the month. Listen very well, note down. And Sholakwe employer paid her salary into her bank account. She's happy with this, as this keeps her money safe and away from temptation. A few days later, Sholakwe need money to buy medicine for her child. The drugs are more expensive than what she had planned, and she does not have enough cash with her. She has a bank card, but she knows she cannot pay with it. However, she can withdraw money with it. She sees an ATM near the pharmacy. As the customer is part of the network of her own bank, she knows she will not have to pay anything to use the card in this ATM. At the machine, she withdraws some money and takes the opportunity to check the balance of her account. She then buys the drug. What kind of card is Sholakwe holding?
Debit card. Yes.
Because she can only use it to withdraw and cannot use it to pay. So I want us to understand, when we have the whole essence of this section is for you to understand that though they are the same bank cards, but have different functions and characteristics. Am I making a point?
Yes.
Let's start visiting a friend on his way home from work. Emeka sees a nice pair of soccer boots on the sales in shop window. He needs a new pair of soccer boot shoe for his practice. He does not have enough cash on him, but he does have his payment card and decides to use it. But when he tries to buy the shoe with his card, the salesman tells him that his card has been rejected. Emeka does not have enough money in his bank account to buy the pair of boots. He goes home disappointed. What do we learn from that story?
Emeka has no credit card, one. Then Emeka's account is in red.
Yes. Emeka has no credit card, man, and his account is in red. Let's appreciate him. Any other response? If Emeka has a credit card, now we go to the definition and differences between the credit and the debit. The debit card, you can only use it within the amount you have in that card. But the credit card can give you credit. If Emeka was holding a credit card, even if the money in the card is not enough, he would have been able to purchase that pair of shoes because the bank would automatically grant him a credit because he's holding a credit card. You understand now? So if you go to the bank, you want to request for ATM, you ask, is it debit card or credit card? Because credit card has dual function. You can use it to buy, use it to withdraw, and you can also use it for a loan, for a credit. Am I making a point now?
Yes.
That is it. So, but the debit card, you can only buy or purchase within the amount you have in the card. If you don't have up to the amount, you cannot buy. That is why Emeka could not buy his pair of shoes. But for Sholape, she couldn't even use her card to purchase. She was only able to use it to withdraw money before she goes and purchase with cash. So what that means is that, yes, like I said, the same bank cards, but there are different functions of cards. In any card, there are different functions, and we need to understand those functions. A cash card allows you to withdraw money from your account by entering into a device. So the cash card that Sholape was holding is a cash card, not even a debit card. It's a card can only allow her to withdraw cash. Do you understand now? The cash Sholape was holding is a cash card. The one Emeka is holding is a debit card. But Emeka cannot use the card because he does not have the sufficient amount to buy the shoe in the card. But assuming he was holding a credit card, he would have been able to buy the shoe. Did you now understand the different cards now? So when you go to bank, if you ask, is it a cash card you want, so that you can only use it to withdraw money from ATM or POS, but you cannot use it to purchase. Am I making a point? Then if it's a debit card, you can use debit card to purchase and withdraw, but it must be within the limit of amount you have in that card. Talk to me, comrade.
You are talking about debit cards here, and in which you said we can only make debit cards for withdrawal. So we engage ourselves in argument here that debit card is also, and we also use for transaction. But you have said it all now. You have said it all now. It is understood now.
Debit card can be used for withdrawal and transaction, but it's within the limit of the amount that is in it. This is in your account with your cards. In some countries, you can deposit money on your account and also transfer money from your account to another, and like it is in Nigeria. Some cards allow you to pay bills and recharge credit on your phone. I'm sure some of our cards are working. Each bank has its own network and ATM. All of this we understand. So if you are holding a Zenith Bank card, then you should know This is when you use it on a Zenith Bank ATM, there will be no charge. But if you use it on another ATM, there will be charge. So, do we now understand the different cards now?
Yes.
Do we understand the different cards now? Yes. Any question? Any question? So let's appreciate ourselves. What does Emeka do with his bank card? Was able to do what?
To make transaction with his card.
What kind of transaction?
He was able to purchase the item intended by with the credit card.
Yes. Emeka was able to use his card to withdraw cash and also wanted to use it to purchase a pair of shoes.
She was only able to withdraw money, then took the cash to the pharmacy to buy drugs for her daughter.
She was able to use her card to withdraw money. What are the characteristics of the bank card that Sholakwe was holding? What are the characteristics? She used it to do two things. Yes, dual characteristics. She used it to withdraw and she also used it to consult her balance. What is the name of the card that Sholakwe was carrying? Cash card. Appreciate yourself for that. What are the characteristics of the card that Emeka carried? What are the characteristics? Yes, he used it to withdraw money. One person at a time. He used it to withdraw money, to make purchase or payment, to get a balance, and then he can also use it for internet services, but not loan because it's not a credit card. What is the name of the card Emeka is carrying? A payment card allows electronic banking transaction. In addition to using it to withdraw money from ATM, you can use it to debit or pay for goods you buy in many stores. You must have money in your account at the time of purchase. And we are taking up the message to where we are now, that a payment, means of payment must be tied to the money you have saved in your account or in your card or in your e-wallet or whatever. Is it not? Yes. So you don't carry a card that does not have money to say you want to go and purchase. You will not be able to purchase. Therefore, you also receive regular statement in form of alert or bank statement indicating what you have used. Let's look at another case. Annie. On a few occasions, Annie goes to the bank to deposit her shop sales. However, the bank had just offered her a card that allowed her to make payment even if she does not have money on her account. She is very happy because she knows that it is very useful to be able to pay her card even when, to be able to pay with her card even when she does not have a lot of money or a lot of sales. The day passes by and Annie uses her card without paying too much attention. It is sale season and she takes the opportunity to buy some new pairs of shoes for herself and her child. She always plans to check her account on the weekend, but she never finds time. At the end of the month, the deposit money made from her shop sale in her account, she finds that she does not have enough to cover all the expenses made with her bank card. she must pay very high interest and now has so much debt to settle. Annie blamed herself for being so careless. What lesson did we draw from that story?
Always track our budgets.
The lesson you learn there is that you don't collect loan to live your social life.
Okay. For me, okay.
Credit card encourages extravagance because she has overspent due to the opportunity credit card offers her.
Very correct. Please, let's appreciate him. So the lesson from here is that credit card is a temptation because she was offered a card that allows her to make purchase even when she does not have money in the account, and she has over-purchased. Even when she now makes sales and deposit in the account, the money she has spent from the account more than the deposit she made. That makes her still in debt. So our advice may be, how do you avoid either collecting credit card, or if you have a credit card, how do you become disciplined so that you don't go into debt? You know, one of the lessons we are taking from this training is that we must avoid indebtedness. And that if we are in indebtedness, we must find a way to escape from it. So, this is the reason why we think that it is necessary to look at these various payment methods. The money is free for you. So, let's be guided. The question then is, what does Annie do with her bank card in that last story? Card without counting, and is not able to cover all the expenses at the end of the month. She has to pay high interest because it's a loan she took from the bank through her card. You see the danger. She didn't formally apply for a loan, but through her, some bank will deliberately encourage you to say collect credit card. Is it not? Because they are marketing. They will tell you, oh, at your level is credit card that is good for you. And remember that any credit you spend on your credit card, if you don't pay, you pay with the interest. What are the characteristics of this card, of a credit card? What are the characteristics of a credit card?
It allows you to make transactions even if you don't have the amount in your account. It allows you to spend beyond what you have in your account.
Yes, it allows you to make credit.
Allow you to access the instant credit.
The characteristics are those of cash card, debit card, and credit. It allows you to make withdrawal. It allows you to make payment. It allows you to recharge your phone. It allows you to check your balance. It allows you to take credit. You see now, so it has multiple functions. The cash card has a single function. 3 functions. You can withdraw cash. You can use it to recharge your ATM or your phone, or you cannot use it to take a credit. Why the credit card can allow you to do all of this and then give you a credit. Did you understand now? So in bank cards are also in grades. The cash card is the limited, which only allows you to withdraw cash. So if we are going to the bank to get card, we should be able to know which card to get. Do we understand that? So now, in general, a credit card allows you to make the same transaction as withdrawal and payment card. The difference is that it allows additional access to instant credit. That is, if you do not have money on that account. Under the terms of the credit card purchase agreement, the amount of your purchase or loan will be deducted from your account. Once there is money there, it's deducted from your account. You will regularly receive statement or alert on the usage of your debit card. Discuss in 5 minutes in your group. What do you think is an immediate or defined payment? And these bank cards help you. What do you find interesting and useful about having a bank card or a type of another card? Maybe what we do, let each group take one question, right? Group 1. What do you understand by immediate or defined payment? Group 2. How can this bank card help you? Group 3. What do you find interesting and useful about having a bank card or of another? Do you see, then group 4, do you see any negative aspect of these bank cards?
Which group will say
One.
Immediate payment is the money paid after a transaction. Immediately. Why the deferred one, the one you pay later, maybe there is no cash with you.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Please, let's appreciate them. Group 2.
How can bank card help us? 1. It makes transaction easier and simple. 2. It gives us access to credit, especially in an emergency period. Then 3. It reduces risk of security. Then 4. It is trackable. Then 5. It provides transaction records, which enables us to track our expenses.
What do you find interest in having a bank card? 1. Convenience, no need to carry cash to anywhere. 2. Security, less risk of losing money. 3. Tracking expenses, easy to check transaction. 4. Online shopping, shop globally with ease.
Do you agree with them? Yes. Please, let's appreciate them.
Table 4. Do you see any negative aspect of bank card? 1. It encourages overspending. And 2. No tracking of expenses.
To do more frequent withdrawal or use money, which may make you deplete your savings easy. Is it not? Remember that we are guided by the principles that savings should be a need, right? And if you carry cards, you may be eating all your savings at will. So some people hide their cards where they cannot easily access them. E-wallet. E-wallet is a payment method that has been introduced. In an account, is a digital wallet account which can be operated via mobile phone. An account of this kind is generally associated with a mobile number. You see bank advertising e-wallet is associated with a mobile number. It enables you to perform transactions from your mobile phone. You check your balance, deposit and withdraw money, transfer money nationally, internationally, and between two accounts. You can use it to buy mobile phone credit, pay bills, and all of that. Have any of you used e-wallet? You have used e-wallet. Can you tell us?
I'm using OPay, money points.
Fintech. You understand? They are fintechs. But it may not exactly be e-wallet. Because e-wallets are operated by banks. OPay, money point, and fintech. They are financial tech instruments. So let's look at this story. How to pay bill using your mobile number. Annie has to pay an electricity bill for the current month. Luckily, she has been able to settle all outstanding bills for the past month. However, she does not have much free time because this is a very busy season in her shop. She does not know when she will be able to get to the electricity company office to pay the bill. And she is afraid they might cut off the power supply again. She meets a friend on the way to her shop and share her concern. Her friend tells her, you don't need to go to the office in person. You can pay by mobile phone. I am a subscriber. Give me the amount you have to pay in cash and I will settle the bill for you using my mobile phone account. Annie is relieved. She gives the amount she has to pay to her friend in cash, and her friend paid the bill using her phone. You see how easy it is, and there's no need to queue to pay the cash. She simply selects bill payment, keep in the number on the bill. No problem. Like Madam said, mostly all electronic payment methods has this process. For instance, if you want to pay your electricity recharge bill, you go to your Zenith Bank app. You see bill payment. It's not your money point. Bill payment, DSTV, which package do you want to use? Easily you pay. So you see payment, you see means of payment now and when you can use them. Am I making a point? Yes. The essence of this session is for us to identify the means of payment and when we can use them. In that case, what does Annie friend do with her mobile phone?
E-wallet. Yes, e-wallet.
She used it to settle the bill. How many of you already use an e-wallet? Almost all of you, right? Please appreciate yourself for that. The message is that there are various means of payment which are checks, cash, payment cards, payment operation, direct debit, standing order, payment by mobile phone or via internet. Also, another message is that each payment means is different from the other, and each has a cost. You understand? Even that e-wallet, they deduct money from you. Though you didn't go to the bank, but it doesn't go without charges. Am I making a point? Therefore, you also need to understand the advantages and disadvantages. Some people, because of that charges, which is a disadvantage, they will decide to go to the place so that they avoid the charges. And also, a cash card enables you to withdraw money only, but a debit card can be used to withdraw money in addition to purchase goods from regular shops using the funds available in your bank account. You understand? It is only on the fund available in your account, as well as enabling you to withdraw money and pay for purchase. A credit card gives you access to instant credit. With credit card, you can purchase more than what is in your account. Then, the use of means of payment presents risk. We must not lose sight of the fact that every means of payment has its own risk, as we have identified today in terms of advantages and disadvantages. Are we clear with these messages?
Yes.
Did the session actually convey these messages? Yes, sir. If so, let's appreciate ourselves.